So hello friends, in today's video I am going to talk about the best investment which a seafarer, a mariner or a merchant navy person can do. And in this video I am just not going to talk about anything. I am going to talk factually 4 factors which I will talk about financially, and 4 factor I will talk about socially, because when you make investment decisions it should have both the things, financial as well as social as well as emotional points to consider. Now, before I start, let me tell you today the best investment, or you can say the most sought investment for merchant navy people was buying a house. But eventually, from past 6-7 years, the kind of returns they are getting, of course, this you can say that investment has been a worst decision, a worst investment. So, what kind of investment as a merchant navy person you should do, and why you should do that I'm going to discuss in this video. So let's begin now. So before I start, let me disclose who am I. So hello friend, my name is CA Arun Tiwari and welcome to my channel AKT Associates. Generally on this channel I talk about taxes, notices, but this time I thought for my seafarer friends who are there in the sea, I can make a video specially about the investment, because I have a lot of client from that community. I have lots of people who belong to that seafarer mariner community, and sometimes they ask, I have seen the issues they have faced during this recent COVID times, and I thought that I should make, as a chartered accountant, a video where definitely I will put my points and you can decide what is best for you, but I will try to be more factual than anything else. So let me tell you, I'm going to talk about the best investment for you can be shares, stock market and mutual funds. And I'm going to give you 4 financial reasons why it is better for you rather than investing blindly in properties. And after that, I'm going to give you 4 social, emotional reasons that why you should go more, your more investment, more saving should be going towards stock and good mutual funds than just buying number of properties. Now, before I start, let me clear one thing. I'm not against buying properties, but you should not buy more properties more than you require. So generally, one house where you can stay happily with your family. And if you are planning to do some kind of business after you return, or after you retire from merchant navy, then you can buy another office or a shop as per your requirement. But beyond that is basically not a good decision, and why it is. So let's talk about step number 1. So liquidity, the biggest problem with the you can say real estate is a liquidity. You cannot sell it when you want it. Okay, and the COVID time has taught a very hard lesson to most of people. I have seen people struggling to pay their EMI because lots of them were stuck here, and most of time 75% of their salary or their income was committed towards EMI, home EMI, and they are forced to sell their property at throwaway prices, and it was really painful experience. Definitely you cannot enjoy that experience. So first thing, in mutual fund and in stocks you get the liquidity. You can invest as you want, you can sell whenever you want, whenever you require money. Within 2 days you can get back your money. So although you are enjoying a great return, which can be anything between 15-16% to 20-30%, 40% also yearly, you can enjoy the liquidity like a cash. You require just sell it within 2 days, you will have your money in your hand without any broker, without any legal formalities, without running around. So if you look from this point of a time, the kind of situation has taught us, from liquidity point of view, you should consider investing at least if I say 50-60% of your investment in mutual fund and good stocks. Second, if I talk about financial part, is commitment, financial commitment. Now let me tell you friends, this point I already have spoken. If you buy more property, you got more EMI commitment, and to fulfill that commitment, either you like it or you don't like it, you have to return to your ships. So of course the ship life is not very enjoyable. You are not going for some cruise. Okay, you have to do work. The environment may be very good, but not like 6 months continuously staying at the sea. You don't have a lot of contacts. Okay, so of course it's not very enjoyable for lots of people. I'm not saying that everybody should hate it or like it, There are people who love their life, and they should love because they are also getting a lot of access to sea and sea views, okay, free of course, as a perk. But if I talk frankly, the commitment forces you to you can say get whatever job you are getting, whatever offer you are getting, because you have to pay EMI. So even when you come back within 3-4 months, pressure start building because you are paying for 3-4 months where you are at home, you are paying those EMI from your savings. So the better idea is to only buy that much property which you actually require for yourself. So as I say, the most better part is just one house and one maybe official office or one shop will be enough, and after that whatever amount is coming you can invest in mutual fund. Another part of commitment, you see in mutual fund and stock, you don't have any commitment. Whatever saving you are doing, you can invest. Another month you don't have any saving, don't invest. No pressure at all. And this is also very important part in life, where not only you should invest, you should save for a future, but you should not stress your present. Now the third financial part, if you want to focus on that, is a better returns. And friends, this is a fact. I think as a chartered accountant I can talk more about, I have more authority to talk about returns. So if you compare the return of mutual fund or stock with the property, it's completely opposite. Actually, if I say 90% people don't know how to calculate the return on property. They simply say, I bought this property at 50 lakh rupees 5 years down the line. Now I'm selling this property at 75 lakh rupees. I'm making a profit of 25%. Sorry, 25 lakhs. It's a 50% return. It's a fabulous return, but not. When you're calculating return for a property, you have to also understand, apart from whatever you paid to the seller, you have to pay something as a stamp duty, you have to pay something to broker, then you do a quite good amount in renovation or interior decoration of that house. Then after that you pay EMI when you take the loan, and if you calculate everything, and after that you will calculate the return on investment, or which is called XIRR, internal rate of return. The property doesn't give anything better than 6%, and this is even less during the past 6-7 years, because property prices are not moving anywhere. If it is not correcting, it is not moving anywhere. And now you understand the cost of opportunity, the opportunity cost of this part. If during the same period, if you might have invested some amount in mutual fund or stocks, they were almost doubled. So return part, you just can't compare property with stock market. Only thing, if anybody is talking about doubling the money, just ask him to do a proper calculation, then you will see the property can be a good emotional satisfaction, but as a return it is not good. Especially the cost of maintaining those property, yearly maintenance, society charges, and lots of things, the way people have found out to rob house owners. I don't think it's very difficult to make good return on investment done on property, especially in big cities, metro cities. Now point number 4, safety. Now we'll talk about what safety, sir. Property is best safe place because nobody can take it, nobody can rob it, it is there. But let me tell you, it's not only the risk associated with the property. The biggest safety risk with the property is the diversification. You have to invest a big chunk of your investment for one property, maybe 1 crore, 2 crore or something like that. So basically most of your investment lying in one kind of investment, and if something happens to that sector, realty sector, you're gone for toss. And it is happening from past 6-7 years. Second risk, if I talk about, it is legal risk. Like you are outside, there can be any legal issues, there can be some problems, and all of a sudden you will feel that your prized asset is sitting in the middle of some legal row and you cannot sell it. Maybe it is from builder side, where builder has done something wrong and the authorities has taken that property. Maybe it is something some other which nothing to do with your investment, but because it's a property, there can be litigations, and because you are abroad, most of the time you will not be even aware that what is going around in that property. So that risk will not be there in stock and mutual fund, because these are very standardized investments and you have nothing to do with deal with anybody else than dealing with stock exchange or your broker. Now most of the time people show you a Excel sheet, do the calculation, and they will try to show you whether the investment in property is good or bad. But no decision is, you can say, correct without considering the emotional part also, the social part also. As a property, the biggest benefit as a social part, if I talk, you feel like a landowner. You have more property. You can feel that people are giving you more respect because you have more property. But I think in big cities nowadays it doesn't matter. People are not bothered. Maybe if you're a jagirdar big landowner in some villages, people will give respect. But nowadays that things are not there in especially big cities. Now people want to stay asset light, right? So that benefit is not there. But let me tell you the four social problems which generally these properties can bring to you. The first important part, if I talk about, is already I have spoken in financial, but here also it comes, non-commitment. Okay, so here if you buy a property, you have to commit yourself some certain point of money every month you have to pay as a EMI. That commitment is not about only about money. This commitment is also about your you can say you have to work. And now when you are working abroad, you can't see your children growing, you cannot spend more time with your family. I have seen people just take 1 month break, that maybe also because it is forced break, and then they rush back towards their work because they have to earn more money to pay EMI. I have seen when I discuss with my friends, lots of friends have expressed that this is the wrong mistake they have done, buying more property. Now they feel like they are not working for themselves, they are basically working for banks to pay EMI, or banks or to builders. They are not working for them or their family. Their life has been hijacked by all these things, and now they want to get out. Only thing, from past 6 7 months, 6 6 7 years, they're not getting right time to exit. And you understand, doing a mistake is one thing, accepting that you have done a mistake is another big thing. So lots of people are not ready to accept that a property investment, especially at the time they have done, is a mistake, and they are not ready to book the losses. They want to just carry till the time the market recovers, and God knows when it is going to recover. But understand, this 5 to 10 years can be precious time with your family which you are missing out, because you cannot take a 6 month leave, you have to maybe take 3 months leave or 1 month leave. So it's a social cost, it's an emotional cost. Like your wife is struggling alone and she wants you that come back and support the family, because once the children grow, the need of father staying there and guiding them. And see, you understand, even your children are missing a very big part, staying with your father, learning that they learn a lots of things from father, which I think mother cannot teach. How to face the world, how to go outside, how to be bold, lots of things children learn from father. I think they are missing out just because you want to make more property. And one worst part I want to tell, I don't want to make it very emotional, but worst part can be, once they will grow, they will have maybe a very good career, they will be earning most lot of money, and that time they will simply say, if you offer them this property to them, they will say, father, we have never asked you to build properties for us. At that time we want you to stay with us. Now I'm earning myself, I don't need your property. And let me tell you, this kind of things has happened where children has went to US, they are doing very well, and now they don't want even their fathers. So they have some kind of grudges just because you could not give more time. So yeah, it is one big emotional cost you're paying to build this investment. Now one more social benefit I want to bring, that mutual fund and stocks can give to you. See, once I invest more, I can get the returns, I get dividends, and as they generate the return, it makes me more free. As opposite, if I talk about houses or properties, as I make more houses, I buy more houses, I become more committed, more, you can say, bind by their EMIs. So there are completely two different effects they choose. Now if I am sitting with say 1 crore of investment, won't be I more free than I'm sitting with 2 crore property? Because I know even that is a 2 crore property, but I have to pay some EMI, plus I'm not going to sell it now. But if I'm sitting with 1 crore of investment, I know that I can consume 1 or 2 lakh or 3 lakh or 4 lakh rupees, maybe of couple of days, still it will be 96 lakhs or 90 lakhs. It is not a problem. That time I can take time to decide good career option for me. Maybe I can do some courses, maybe I can make some more skills, maybe I can find some better career where I can spend some more time with my family. But the time only I can take if I have something which can free me, and this investment makes me free. Now third social benefit you get from mutual fund and stock, which you don't get in properties, is it avoids you getting cheated. Now let me tell you, we also deal with lots of builders. We also sell property, we only sell properties or buy properties for our client only, so we have very internal system. And because most of our client also look for new projects, so we deal with builders also. So most of builder have separate rate for NRI, separate rate for residents, and most of time the rate is higher. Most of time what happen when NRI people, especially the merchant navy people, they come, they have money, they want to invest, and they know this person is coming from sea, he doesn't know lots of things which he should know, and this is the perfect way to cheat somebody. I just want to give one example which happened with my landowner while when I was living on a rent. He was also from merchant navy. I don't want to take the names, but what happened, he has bought a 2 BHK flat, and in 2 BHK flat he has asked for a covered parking. Now builder has allotted a covered parking, but won't you believe, the covered parking was for car, but the parking was so small, even you can't park a bike, and he had charged full money for the covered parking. And this kind of things happens a lot of time. This will not happen with stock and mutual fund because these are very standard, and now you can buy online also, so you don't have anything to go through. So this is also thing, because as NRI status doesn't only bring you good things, it brings you some bad thing also, especially when people know that somebody is NRI. Generally the rate changes, generally people try to overcharge you. This all things can be avoided. Even in case of societies and all, I have seen that if it is an NRI, they people try to overcharge you. This will not happen with this investment. Now last social benefit I want to give, I know that video is going to getting longer. Last benefit is, friends, before I tell you the last things, let me tell you, if still you want to invest in houses, we deal in houses also, but there is a separate channel and you can watch that channel here. Basically there are tricks and tips you should use when buying a house or selling a house, which can avoid you getting cheated. Second thing, if you want to invest in mutual fund and stocks, I don't deal in mutual fund stocks. I am a hedge fund manager, so I manage my money only as a hedge fund. But if you are interested, generally you get 3 months to 6 months, you can learn about hedge fund, you can learn about investments, and you can do it yourself. So to start with, you can watch my channel, which is Mark to Market. Link of same is given here, so you can watch all about hedging, mutual funds and stocks and everything. It is there, and you can join me in that investment journey. So now last, the important thing if I talk about is the time. Now this investment doesn't require much time to manage. You can simply invest and forget lots of time. You can just invest in good stocks and forget, it will keep growing. While in property, when you take leave, I think most of you will agree, half of your time of leave go in managing the properties, doing the annual repairment, finding another tenant, or following with tenant to get the balance payment or pending rent, or following with another broker. So lots of things you have to do. Go with society, clear the society dues. So all these things you have to do. So if there is a 5-6 properties or 3-4 properties, you know how much is going to cost you, how much time you're going to spend. That time, at least whenever you are in India, you can spend with your family, and you will not be running around to manage the properties. Okay, so I'm not against properties, but properties are there to live, to do some kind of business, some kind of profession. If you're buying the property for that reason, you will be always in benefit. But if you're buying a property blindly as an investment, so let me tell you, no more, the properties are very attractive investment at this point. And at this point, lots of people are looking asset light life, where they can enjoy more life without binding, without putting some commitment for EMI in their life. And I think the mutual fund and stocks can be. Now what kind of mutual funds, you can read more about this on the Google. There are lots of you can say YouTube channel also, my channel also. You can read book about that. You get 6 months. If even 1 year you spend some 3 months, at least you can pick good stock and mutual fund, at least for you. So that's all, friends, in this video. Hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe and share. And if you have any questions about your investment or something else, or property, you get into some legal problems, please put the comment, put your question in the comment section. And if it is in it's a private question, then you can put that in this email ID or this WhatsApp. So that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.